he was working for my brother-in-law. So he had said to my sister, he says, I'm going to bring this Englishman home with me. He says, you can cook a meal for him. So he came home with them. And this one time I was there. And I know I was going to babysit. The three of them were going out. And I was babysitting with my niece and my nephew. When they came back, my brother-in-law says, well, I'll take Mary Lou home. And Rich says, no, I'm going that way. He says, I'll take her home. And we got to Fullerton Plaza. And we sat on these stairs. And we sat on the stairs 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just talking. And that was the start of it. And then Easter, I invited him over to our house. So he came at Easter and he brought me an orchid, proper orchid. And candy, I think, for Mama, or flowers or something. And my parents would go up to Spread Eagle, Wisconsin, where we ended up living, and they ended up living. But they would go up every year, and they'd go up for a month. And I went with him, obviously. And he comes up with my brother-in-law. And just before that, he had proposed. I'd only known him a few months, and he proposed. When he proposed, we were in his car, and he had parked up. He was bringing me back, and he just, will you marry me? No romance, nothing like that. Absolutely no romance. Just, well, we've known each other now 3 months. He said, I think I love you. Will you marry me? And I looked at him and I said, no. He said, no. And I said, no. I said, I gotta think about it. Of course, eventually I did say yes. No, I'll tell you what I thought in my own mind. If I say no, I'll never see him again. If I say yes, I can always change my mind. That's how we got together. And that was, well, it was 60 years ago. We went from Chicago to Colorado Springs and turned around and came back. Because when we got married, we got gifts, but then we also got money. So on our wedding night, we sat on the bed and counted the money. And we divided the money up. And he put half in the front of his wallet and half in the back. And we'd go as far as we said with what this money would take us. And then we'd turn around and come back. Except we didn't. We just kept going. So we arrived back in Chicago with $1. And we went to my mother's, and she gave us food to take home with us.